Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, back with another video. Here to talk about some DNF Duel and my beta thoughts and impressions. Just this weekend overall was like a super fun weekend because of the fact that, got to see Spider-Man No Way Home, then came back home, and then the beta was just up ready for me to play. And yeah, I had an overall super fun time playing DNF Duel beta. A lot of things that I've learned progressively through the beta. Like the first day, we're just pressing buttons, figuring things out. But as like the second day, as like the last day, came, it's just like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. But I could do this with that. But I can link this with that and this and that. And then, watching other people stream, just seeing how the characters are, it was just super fun. Like this was a super fun match for me as well, playing against this guy. Because this guy was pretty much like mimicking the things that I was doing. Like he was learning as well. It was like, oh, you can really combo this? Oh, you can do that? And it's like, oh, yeah, you can. It's pretty cool, right? You know what I mean? So we had a really fun set, playing as Striker. But yeah, with that being said, Striker was definitely the most fun character I had that I played. I got to use everybody in the game, but I would say that I specifically used Striker, Dragon Knight, and Inquisitor majority of the time. But Striker was just like the character I had the most fun with. I felt like this character is really dope. She's super strong, and I had a great time playing with her. Out of all of the characters, she's like the most rushed down, other than Grappler. She's like the most rushed down. Like a lot of characters in this game have like super good range, and have like specific range combos and things like that. Striker just want to get up in your face and give you the beats. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what we was doing in this beta, was just giving people the beats up in their face. You know what I mean? And I was just having a lot of fun doing it. One thing I did learn about this game, like this is like the last day, like the final hours, I learned is that when you actually do your manual input when it comes to your MS skill, it actually your mana, your meter bar, that little blue bar underneath the health bar, it regens faster. So I didn't know that the whole time. Like the whole time I was doing the simple inputs because I'm thinking like, okay, that's what they want us to do. But no, you can actually do the manual input as well, and it will cost, I don't know if it costs less, but the regen is going to be much faster when it comes to your bar. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So a lot of these matches here that I'm posting up here on YouTube is not from the final couple of hours, because the final couple of hours, I just wanted to see like what can I really do combo wise. There's a lot of stuff I was doing. I was like, damn, I could do this, but these are mostly like from live streams or just from like specific days in the beta. But I really enjoyed my time with this game, man. I think it's gonna be like a gift and a curse that we're getting this game like summer 2022, because the gift is that they have enough time to fix certain things and help those servers out, make them more stable when it comes to the lobbies. But the curse is that it's going to be a much longer time that we gotta wait so we can pick this game up, because this game was super fun, man. Like this game got sauce, man. Like the characters are super fun, the characters are super engaging. It is very satisfying when you land something or when you hit somebody. But yeah, let's talk about it, man. So one of the biggest flaws in the beta for me is definitely the lobby stability. For these open lobbies or these private lobbies that they have, which is great that it's kind of confirmed that they're going to have private lobbies, because that's something that sometimes these fighting games they tend to forget. Like lobbies are very important, especially when it comes to online and like online tournaments, stuff that we do, especially after COVID. But the stability of the lobbies was kind of trash, because there's times where I was hosting lobbies and it would just crash. It was like, oh, lost connection to the lobby. I'm like, how? There's times where you have like really good matches and then it's just like, oh, lost connection to lobby. And it's super frustrating, because you would think that you don't want the person thinking like, oh, you rage quitting and stuff like that. But nah, it's just the disconnect. So even if people were rage quitting, you wouldn't know because the lobbies were so unstable that you had no idea. It was just disconnect. You know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully they fix that. I'm not gonna talk about any like nerfs and anything like that with any character. I just think like Crusader, Hitman, they're hard to deal with, but once again, there was no like training room in this beta. So that's another thing that I feel that after there's a training mode, we'll probably talk about like nerfs and things like that. Like what's super hard to deal with because you're really just learning everything on the fly as you play, which is fun as well. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not having fun doing that, but it's before I get into whole nerfing and all that stuff. I feel like there gotta be a training room. But there is things with like Hitman that I feel needs to be adjusted. I'm sorry, I know I just contradicted myself, but Hitman, his bullet spread, he needs to be a little bit more negative on a lot of things, because one thing in this game is like when you do block it, the push block is pretty significant, and it benefits a lot when it comes to Hitman. It benefits a lot when it comes to Hitman because a lot of the times he'll finish his move with like a bullet spray, and it's just like, oh, I can't punish that, or I can't guard break that. You know what I mean? So that was kind of annoying dealing with him. Crusader is annoying as well, but really didn't have no training room to like, okay, I can lab this and figure this out. But everything was just like, I gotta figure out on the fly, and everybody kind of played Crusader differently. You have super good players playing, and then you go to another lobby that you got disconnected from or just re-upping, and that Crusader is just free. You know what I mean? So it was hard to gauge, like, okay, is this character really, really good? Or, yeah, I mean, he is really, really good, but it's kind of hard to gauge. But, yeah, the beta overall, super, super fun, man. Like, I honestly can say, like, I don't specifically see, like, a bad character in the game. Like, like, there's times where you play a game and you play the beta and it's like, oh, yeah, this character right here is, this character needs more. But this game, honestly, playing as all these characters in the game, I feel like everybody is just viable. Like, everybody have, like, cheap shit. You know what I mean? Like, it comes to a lot of mind games with this game because everybody is low-key like cheap. So it's like, yo, it's the mind games, like, how can I get my cheapness off on you? You know what I mean? But I feel like everybody in this game is super good. Everybody's super viable, and yeah, I'm just waiting until we can finally play this game again, man, because I was having a really good time putting beats on people with Striker. And I feel like with Striker, it's like I'm not even at the tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like there's so much more I was learning. After the beta ended, I was watching people's like streams and seeing what they was doing with Striker. I was like, oh shit, I could have really did that. I hear, oh, this is a really good setup. You know what I mean? But you gotta wait it out and wait till summer 2022 just to try those things out again. But yeah, like, I think a lot of people will enjoy this game. If you're new to fighting games, it's a good game or easy game to get into. The inputs in the game, you have these simple inputs when it comes to your skill buttons. So you have pretty much, I want to say, it's like a 6-button fighter where you have your light and your medium punches or your medium buttons, and then you have this skill button where you can press either the neutral button or you can press it with any directional input, and you do like a special skill or whatnot. Then you have like a magic skill button. That's the one that depletes your magic or your meter bar or whatnot. And then you have like a guard button that I think is viable. It's pretty useful in the game, especially when it comes to a lot of these left-right mix-ups. You have your magic button, and that also has like directional inputs that you can apply, and you do certain moves here and there. And then you have your awakening, which is a super, which is L2. So everybody has an awakening button, which they can just press L2 and they do their special move. So yeah, I think it's like a 6-button fighter because everything else you can just do within the face buttons. You can set up macros with like a grab and then your conversion, which conversion I think is really cool implementation of this game. Pretty much a Roman cancel, but instead of meter, you kind of sacrificing like your white health, which is kind of dope in my opinion. So yeah, it's an easy game to get into, but there's a lot of things that you can, you know, explore and try to master with this game, and I love that. I love that aspect. Like I think this hits the fine line as far as like, okay, you have a game that is simple to get into, but you know, just like any typical fighting game, you have certain things that you can try to master and explore, where it's gonna evolve your game or just give you, you know, the freedom to express yourself within the game. And this game gives you the freedom to express yourself, let me tell you. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think everybody should try and give it a go. If there's a second beta, I will let people know. But I'm pretty sure like this game right here, when this releases, this game's gonna be hype. I hope people buy it. I hope people play it, because I know for sure there will be some tournaments and some online tournaments for this game. Because the netcode honestly was pretty good. Other than the lobby stability, the netcode was pretty good. So those are my thoughts. I've had a lot of fun playing the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. I'm gonna leave you with this last little Inquisitor match, you know, as I was trying out Inquisitor. But yeah, it's your boy J Bar. Let me know your thoughts about DNF Duel Open Beta. And I'm gone, man. Deuces.